What's good to all my brothers and sisters out there in the world? Happy Friday. Today we gonna talk about this morning time. We gonna talk about a sensitive topic that's been festering up inside of my mind and inside of my spirit that I just want to talk about this morning time because I see that it's a problem and I see that it's an issue. This is your boy Fat Boy Fish. Good morning to all my people out there. Black pride, black love, black power, black peace, black knowledge, black understanding, black unity. Now, the topic that I wanted to talk about this morning time is racist white soldiers. I would like for all my young black brothers out there to protect themselves at all times against this persons or these people because it's a whole faction, it's a whole group, it's a whole, I want to say, organization. That'd be a more proper word to use. It's not just a couple individuals that you'll be facing people united in the organization, and all of these people that come against you, my young black brothers, are people who mean you no good. You know what I'm saying? And they mean you harm. Now, my definition of a punk is a grown man who would fight another man knowing that he could beat that man up. So let's do some comparisons real fast. This man weighs 300. That man weighs 50 pounds. Who you think gonna win? Now, a racist white soldier takes pleasure on beating up and hurting our youth. So you'll be put in a situation to where it's not a fair fight. Now, your boy Fat Boy Fish, I'm not no fucking punk. I'm not out in my city finding little helpless white people that I know that I can beat the living shit out of and going after them and doing all this hateful, evil stuff to them just because I can or because of things that they brothers have done to me. I'm only gonna attack people who attack me. I hope I put that in the simpler form so they don't try to cut me up to make me paint me as some monster. But these individuals, they're grown men. Now you only 13, 14, 15, 16, maybe even 17. And depending on your size, you could even be older than that. Just know this, young black man, or black man in general, that even though you're that size, this man is still going to try to fight you, even though he's bigger than you. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that it's not an even match. It's not an even fight. He's still a coward. He's still a punk, and he's still going to try to hurt your people. And you the only one of us that he can get because you littler than him. Now, is that not a punk? Is that not the perfect definition of a punk? Now, just because you are a young man and he a grown man does not mean that he's not going to try to hurt you. Now, as you look at all these different stories in the news, in the media, all across the globe of all of these racist white soldiers killing and hurting our young brothers out here in the world, it makes me think. Now, growing up here in my city, I went through that so many different times. And if you look back through my stories, you will see exactly what I'm talking about. And it's coming to a point now to where it has to be some type of accountability. Young black man, the government don't give a fuck about you. If the government gave a fuck about you, they would do something about this situation and protect you and protect our people. They are doing nothing about it. So as your big brother up over here on this side, I'm telling you, I want you to protect yourselves. I want to see young black men traveling in packs. I don't want to see you walking alone. I don't want to see you being individual about yourself. And just because you're going down the street, just because you're going down the block, just because you're going to the store, just because you're going to the movies, don't mean that you won't run across one of these racist white soldiers. Now, from what I learned, they're everywhere. They're everywhere in everyone. Now, I'm not going to sit here with a straight face and say that all white people are racist white soldiers, but when you come across these different individuals, you will see the difference in the way that they act and the way that they treat you. Now, a normal white person is not going to sit there and look at you in that fashion like you a prey, like you a straight up prey, like they a hunter. You know what I'm saying? And you're being hunted now. That's why I say now, I didn't understand why our brothers and sisters labeled them as racist white soldiers, but that's the perfect name for it because we're in the war. And just like I said right now, you're being hunted because there's no way in hell Fat Boy Fish is going to sit there and pick or beat on any human being that is not doing nothing to me. That's for one. Fat Boy Fish is not going to sit there and go find little white people, young age white people, teenagers, 20 years old. And just because I can beat them up, that I would do them like that. I would never do nobody like that. So to me, these racist white soldiers take pleasure in hurting you, young black brother. I hope you know what I'm saying? I hope you can hear me up on this one right here, because the things that I'm bringing before you, I'm trying to strengthen you and put inside of your mind that you need to protect yourself. What I say, I want you to travel in packs. I want you to keep some type of weapon in mind. I don't care what people think. Oh, Fat Boy up over there telling them to carry knives and this and that. But y'all motherfuckers not up in here in the streets fighting these racist white soldiers. So I could give a good damn on what you think, or especially what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I know what the hell is going on, and definitely I know what I've been through. And you can't tell me that your people ain't no fucking cowards. I'm not saying that all white people are racist white soldiers. I am not saying that. That's why I'm putting my advisory out there. And how many times have I said that? 2, 3, 4 times already? A regular white person is not going to sit there and look at you like a prey. A regular white person, when you come around them, they are not going to have all of that hatred in their heart. When I come around a racist white soldier, they look at me like I killed their mama, like I set they little kids on fire, like I broke in their house and I stole all of their stuff, like I didn't kill like every man in their family. They look at me with this intense hatred in their heart, and I've never seen this person a day in my life. I have never done nothing to this individual a day in my life. So I'm telling you, young black man, do you think they give a fuck that you a little kid and they're a grown man? The cowardly punk that's gonna come out of them is made out of evil. But this is their choice. This is their decision. They should be held accountable before their decisions of what they have done. This their choice. Ain't nobody pulling their string. Ain't nobody got a gun to the back of their head and telling them to go out and kill little black boys or black people in general. Ain't nobody telling them to do this. Now, my definition of a coward is a man who runs from a battle that he knows he has to fight. Now, your natural enemy is a racist white soldier. Y'all can hate me for saying it. I don't care. It's the truth. Your natural enemy who has made himself your enemy. He didn't have to do this. Remember, I told you he takes pleasure in hurting your people. Your natural enemy is a racist white soldier. Racist white people. Your second enemy, hold up, let's go down. Nope, we already did my definition. Your second enemy is a black gangster because he is killing your people the same way that the racist, your natural enemy is. He's doing the same thing, and he has no regard for black life. He don't care about your preservation. He don't care about you living. Excuse me, y'all. He don't care about you living. He don't care about nothing like that. All he cares about is getting his little money in, selling his little drugs, controlling his block, hurting all the people in the block. And if he got to kill you to make a point, he gonna do that. So to me, he's an enemy, just like our first natural enemy. And to me, he's a coward because we already in a battle. We already in a war. We already in a struggle. And we being suppressed with white supremacy up over here. And then you got them out there and they killing their own people. So who am I more mad at? I'm going to let you be the judge of that. But both of these people, I feel the same sentiment for. They're both evil and they're both here to destroy my people. I'm not here to be playing no games with nobody. If you don't understand the things that I'm saying, then damn, you just need to go to sleep forever and don't ever wake up again. But my young black brothers out there, we need to unite. I want you to be united and I want you to travel in packs because there is strength in numbers. Also, there is strength in unification. I want you to think about that. For all my older black people out there, when you get this message, I want you to relate to your babies what's going on. because this right here is not a game. And anytime they could take a chance to try to hurt our people or take our people out, you done seen through the courses of all this time they have. Haven't they been doing this? This is not the 1960s. This ain't the 1930s, but we still see the same stuff is going on. If this was a bad show on the TV, it'd be like a bad rerun that we started watching in the 1970s. And even though it's 2016, we still watching the same thing and we not acknowledging it for what it is. Now, I want you to protect yourselves. Now, when you come around these racist white soldiers, I want you to leave. I want you to get away, as far away from them racist white soldiers as you possibly can, because all I see is misery. Is it in their nature to be this way? No, it's in their choice. They choose to be this way. You know what I'm saying? A person is not born with all that hatred like that. And to commit certain acts like that is pure evil. This is these people choices. I can make this longer. I could talk about this for 2 days and I still wouldn't be done with it, because this is things as black people that we go through here in the United States of America. Now, young black men, I want you to travel in packs. Anytime you feel any type of hatred coming off of a white person like that, I'm telling you, normal white people don't walk around with hatred in their heart like that. Like the only comparison that I would say is that this man will look at you like he's a hunter and you're the prey. Straight up. I'm not playing no games up over here, y'all. I'm really not. And if I know any of my brothers out there can get this message and listen to it, it'll help them protect themselves. So let's go back over the key vital things that we brought up this morning time. Travel in packs. Don't never be walking by yourself or be alone. Always have at least like 4 to 5 homeboys. Please get your weapons up. I don't care what they think. Get your weapons up. You might need them. Third one, I want you to get away from these racist white soldiers as fast as you possibly can. This is your boy Fat Boy Fish this morning time with my message. I've been spent more than 48 hours just to do this message. So young black brothers, my brothers out there, please heed my warnings. This is your boy Fat Boy Fish. I'm out.